These 15-year-old cushion covers are very dirty and need cleaned and then retreated. After doing some repair to the cushions, if you'd like to see that video, click the link in the description below. We will clean them and retreat the acrylic marine grade fabric with 303 Fabric Guard. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Eric Grant with Sailrite. These are some bow cushions, and we replaced the foam, repaired the fabric. They're 15 years old, and then we washed them because they were extremely dirty and retreated them with 303 so that the water would beat up on them again. And in this video, we're going to show you how to wash these cushions and retreat them with 303 Fabric Guard, whether it be an acrylic fabric from Sunbrella or an acrylic fabric from Sattler. Since our foam needs replaced, as you can see, we will remove it from the cushion covers. But you could leave the cover fabric on the foam, wet down the surface, and then apply the mixed IOSO solution directly to the cushion using a brush or some other applicator. Since we removed the fabric, we're going to use a bathtub and make the solution. In an effort to clean these cushions, I'm going to start with IOSO mildew and stain remover. And the instructions are on the back. I'm going to mix it with warm water. That says it makes enough for 3 gallons. And I really like to do this every time in a bathtub. I obviously don't fill it up as though I'm going to take a bath. But we want to do warm water. So I'm going to get the water going here. Okay, that should do it. I may add more in a little bit, but that's probably close to 3 gallons. I'm going to open this up. Usually there's a scooper inside. We're not going to be using that since we're going to pour the whole thing in there. Get rid of that. We'll mix it up in here, and the water will turn blue, and we'll stir it. This doesn't damage your fabric. It's not harmful to the environment, and it does a pretty good job of removing mold, and there's a ton of mold on these cushions, so we're going to soak them in here for a little bit. So this isn't exactly mold, but it's pretty bad. It's at the hinge part of the cushion. I'm going to put this in and start letting it soak. I'm going to show you some other spots that have a lot of mold on them. Back when we were repairing these cushions, you can see some of the mold on this cushion corner. It's disgusting. Now they say that it should soak for, or soak in a solution for 15 minutes. Because we mixed up only about 3 gallons of water, we have to work the canvas around to make sure that every part of it gets saturated with the solution. So here's some of the mold on this one. We'll be soaking 4 cushions. 2 of them are hinged. Get it all wet with the solution. Okay, so it's been soaking for a while. In any spots that don't look clean, I'm supposed to use a soft bristle brush. This isn't very soft, but I won't agitate it too much, because Sunbrella Marine Grade Fabric, or even Sattler Marine Grade Fabric, doesn't like to be agitated too much. I'll dip it in the water a little bit. Now you can use a little bit of a bleach solution, because Sunbrella and Sattler Marine Grade Fabrics are very resistant to bleach. However, polyester threads are not. So I try not to use bleach because it weakens the polyester threads. And that's why I like to use the IOSO whenever possible. So I'm going to scrub any spots that have some stains on it, ever so slightly, not to agitate it too much. Okay, so we have it all scrubbed, and there is quite a bit of dirt in here. Hopefully they're going to look a lot better. Now our job is to, after scrubbing everything, is to rinse them off. So I'm going to let the water out. Hopefully most of this dirt will go down with it. Nice. And then I'm going to rinse them off. Okay, we're going to rinse them as thoroughly as we can. And then we're going to dry them by hanging. We are not going to put them in a dryer. We're going to let them dry probably over the weekend. So after cleaning the cushions with IOSO, if you remember, there was a lot of dirt here. They're not perfect because it's old, but it looks a lot better. There's still a few little spots, but compared to what they looked like before, it is much better. So now that the fabric is clean, we're going to apply 303 Fabric Guard to retreat our Sunbrella or Sattler Marine Grade acrylic fabric. So after cleaning your acrylic fabric, whether it be Sunbrella or Sattler Marine Grade Fabric, it's a good idea to retreat it, because cleaning it, especially with a scrub brush like we did, will remove a lot of the protective coating on it. And treating it with 303 Fabric Guard is a good idea. Let's show you what it looks like when you test it with water, because it's going to soak into the fibers rather than bead up. So I have a cup of water here, and I'm just going to dab my fingers in the water, and I'm going to sprinkle it on the fabric. And you notice how the water saturates into the fabric. That means that this Sunbrella, or if it were Sattler Marine Grade Fabric, needs to be retreated so that the water will bead up again. 303 Fabric Guard will actually damage our zippers. And so what we want to do is we want to protect them either with cardboard or tape, because you don't want to get 303 on this, because you'll take away the life of the zipper. We're only going to treat the top side and the boxing. We're not going to treat the bottom side of this fabric. So I'm going to cover up the teeth with just some masking tape to keep the spray from getting on any kind of vinyl. So I really like to do this outside in the sun, but we are here in Indiana and it's winter time, so I'm going to open up the sprayer. Whoops, we want to spray it. There we go. Mist it on, and it doesn't have to be saturated. We've got the zipper protected, but we do have to coat every part of it. So just a little bit of a wetness is what you're looking for in this. And we are going to get the boxing as well. Oops, there's a zipper there. I'll just make sure that the flap is closed to make sure that we don't get that zipper. And we are going to treat the, as I said before, the boxing and the top plate.
The fabric should be clean when applying 303 Fabric Guard, but you don't have to apply it with the fabric off of the foam. Here we are applying it with covers on the foam.
Okay, since we put the 303 Fabric Guard on, it's been overnight, so it's completely dry. And here's water going on it. And you can see now it's no longer soaking into the fabric, it's actually beading up nicely on the fabric. Look at that. That's what we want. Okay, so we've repaired these cushions, we've retreated them, and we replaced the foam inside. And these cushions are meant to be outside all the time. They've already been out for 15 years. We should get a couple more years life out of them. But it's almost time to redo the entire covers. And if I were redoing these cushions, I would use Sattler Yachtmaster. Sattler Yachtmaster has a coating on the underside of the fabric that virtually makes it waterproof. Now, if I were making these cushions over, I'd use the top plate as Sattler Yachtmaster, the boxing as Sattler Yachtmaster, but for the bottom side, I would use a Pfeiffer Tex Mesh or Textiline, which is a vinyl mesh material that allows breathability for the dry fast foam. And hopefully, that cushion would last much longer than this and keep that foam from getting deteriorated, as you saw in this video. So, if I were going to redo them again, or if you're going to redo cushions that are going to be outside all the time, like these bow cushions, consider using Sattler Yachtmaster.
Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of new tutorial videos when they become available. I'm Eric Grant, and from all of us here at Sailrite, thanks for watching.